Hey, morning. It's 2 a.m. Ish, and hope you're doing well. So tomorrow's sermon is about Zechariah. So second week in Zechariah series, and it is going to be about chapter 7. And one of the main themes of this passage is how the people say, "So we've been doing this stuff for you, God." And God says, "But have you?" And so there's an interesting dialogue that happens there, and but it brings up one of my favorite passages, one of my top three, is Isaiah 58. And so there's your homework if you would choose to do so tonight. Read Isaiah 58 and grab a hold and say, God, before you read it, just say, God, please open my eyes and help me to see how you want me to respond to this scripture. I remember we were visiting Seth and Teresa down in Harrisonburg at Eastside, and one of the pastors there, along I don't know how many years ago this was, preached on this passage, and he had memorized Isaiah 58 for the week, and he had a good sermon, but I was blown away by the actual scripture, and it really grabbed a hold of me. And since that time, it's just been one of my favorites, and something that really continues to drive me. And so I'm super excited about how that weaves into Zechariah 7 here tomorrow. So a little bit of homework, a little bit of challenge, because it's all about practical living and loving and serving God. And so if you're interested in that, please take a look at that. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow morning. Super excited about the service um, and all that God has for us. Dear God, I thank you. I thank you that you love us and that your love for us is practical as well. Help us, dear Lord, as we love others, to be your hands and feet where they're needed. Thank you so much, dear Lord, for your truth and your word and how it does convict. And we ask, God, that you'd help us as we read it and prepare for tomorrow, that you'd convict us and help us be preparing for who you are and the plans you have for us. In your name we pray, amen. Until tomorrow.